how branding will change your startup company. We all have brands that we love, and we love these brands because of how they make us feel. And this is still true for B2B brands, although most people don't think that way. They can remove stress or hassle, or even excite buyers about the possibility of growth and collaboration. As a tech startup, branding is a crucial part of your business strategy and critical aspect of your investment pitch deck. The better your brand, the faster you can potentially reach your target audience. So let's talk about branding. First off, what is branding? Not everyone understands what branding means. And some people may think they understand it, but realize after this that they didn't actually have the right definition. Some companies seem to think that brands develop as your company grows. However, it's really important to switch that attitude around and realize that brand is a tool that will drive growth from the outset. Branding includes many aspects. I'm going to share a couple of the visual branding aspects that you're probably most familiar with. These are things like the company name, the logos, the tagline, the company values, and the colors that are associated with your company, product, or service. As I mentioned, those are the visual aspects of brand. There's also your brand messaging that a lot of people don't think about when it comes to branding. Your messaging, the way that you talk about the business, the tone of voice that you use, even how you respond to customer success requests, all of that also goes into your brand. But a lot of what I'm going to focus on today has more to do with the visual side of your brand. Any way you put it, branding is not something that can wait until later. Competition for most tech startup companies is fierce, especially these days when it comes to fundraising. There are over 72,000 startup companies in the United States alone. So standing out from the crowd early is essential. Why is branding essential? You may be wondering, so how is branding actually going to change my startup? It's not new engineering or new product or service features. So what's the impact that it can actually make? That's what we'll talk about. So how does branding actually change your startup? As I mentioned, we were just talking about the visual aspects of brand. Let's talk about your brand message or your brand story. By working on your brand messaging early, you can achieve a few different things that your competition won't if they wait. These include a consistent tone across all communications, increased brand recognition as you start to carve out a niche in your market, creation of a cohesive and compelling story that resonates with potential buyers, the traction that escalates and attracts attention from investors at the earliest stage of business. Great brands build genuine connections between buyers and providers. Take advantage of that early on to demonstrate to investors that you deeply understand your market. So you're bought into the value of branding, now what? How do you actually create a great brand? Onboarding a branding or marketing expert that can help you create a strong visual brand and brand messaging will help you drive growth fast. Here are some top tips for tackling branding as a startup. Let your company's goals and vision drive your branding choices. Allow your brand to have a personality while retaining a professional appeal that attracts your target audience. Once you've created a short list of logos and taglines, tap into your trusted advisors to give you feedback on each of these. And ultimately, what matters most is that the brand and the visuals align to your mission and something that will resonate with your target audience. And when you're finally happy with your branding, be sure to use it across all customer touchpoints, from brochures to blogs to your website homepages. Earlier, I mentioned brand voice. Well, be sure to use and employ your brand voice across your social media channels. Social media continues to grow in popularity with the business-to-business or B2B marketers. So there are plenty of opportunities here to get your brand in front of new people that will take notice. The final word. Thankfully, today's tech startup companies do not need to come about branding and messaging alone. Arch Collective's Brand Messaging 101 course is the perfect way to build your brand and your story without taking a ton of time or making a huge investment. In fact, you can be up and running with your best brand messaging in as little as 10 days. Book an introductory 15-minute phone call to learn more, or go to our website and sign up online. We'll see you next time.